Well, good morning, everybody. Hope this is finding you well. Here we go. All right. My name is Jason Sketch, and I'm here to hang out and play some Marvel Champions. So it should be a good morning. Got me my coffee. We are gonna be running Strife this morning, and I've never played Strife, so we'll see how this goes. Running Leadership Magneto is the last of the campaign. Um, Matches for this character. I've kind of been doing it a lot off stream just because it's been more fun for me. Um, that being said, we will be testing new stuff and be playing around with some things and maybe a randomizer and some stuff like that here soon. So I'm trying to figure all that kind of stuff out. I'm trying to get a plan ahead of time for what I want to do on stream versus what I'm going to do on the tube. That's right, folks. We'll be making some YouTube videos soon, so be sure to check those out. All right. That being said, we are facing Strife this morning. Pretty stoked about that because it's somebody new. I've been playing a lot of the same villains and heroes, and that can get just old. So, I believe I shuffled and had everything prepped the other day. It looks like actually I just stacked it all together. So, what I think we might do is just a little shuffling. Which isn't no big deal, so just get a little bit in there, that way it's all squared away. But how is everybody's morning? What incredible things are you all up to, and what is happening? I think part of the reason I do the little shuffles and stuff at the beginning too is I just get a little nervous. You know, trying a new deck, trying a new villain, all that kind of fun stuff. I've enjoyed Magneto a lot. I am looking forward to somebody different, I believe. I think Mr. Sinister is probably one of the funnest fights I've faced in a while. So Mr. Sinister might become one of those that I test decks against and things like that. But we've got a lot more things coming out too. So on top of that, next month, at the end of next month, we've got a new box set coming into the game. So I'll be looking into that. That is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is pretty stinking cool if you ask me. In my opinion, I think that is going to be grand. So, all right. I'm going to just slightly, there we go, do that. Because it needed to move. We're going to pull this off screen a little bit more. And then we're going to have everything kind of scoot over a little bit, just to give us a little more room. All right. So the things that we need are, we're playing Standard 3. We will be needing the Hope Summers modular set, which is in play. So that is the only downfall, is like every single one of these scenarios require Hope Summers. That being said, I think it'll be interesting to see how she plays in other games. Because having that second ally is pretty wild. Just that free ally to just kind of help with whatever is pretty interesting. So, and then I'm wondering too, like, I think I may have done it once or twice, but it'd be interesting to see her really through a campaign play in a multiplayer scenario. So, I'll have to see that at some point. And maybe I'll get a chance to start doing some two-handed decks once I get more and more comfortable with the game. So, all right. For those of you that don't know, Strife is an alternate reality cable, which I thought was a pretty interesting story arc. that they would give you Cable at the beginning of the box. You could play through the game with Cable, and then at the end up with facing his alternate reality version. So I am actually curious to play Cable at some point too. I think Magneto was just the newest hero, and I was like, I just want to try him. That being said, I am excited to play Magneto in other aspects too. I've been playing him with leadership through this campaign. I may have to go back at some point and go, okay, let's do a hero review on Magneto or something, and really get a chance to just test him in all the aspects. So, aggression is probably my favorite aspect, but there is so much going on out there. So. Thank you guys for coming. If you're coming today, I know that I usually stream on Thursdays. I'm going to start switching it to Wednesdays. Why, Jason? What's so important about a Wednesday? Well, I've got just some stuff. Now, I'm getting ready to start doing a podcast for Marvel Champions, and the only day that seemed to work for everybody to record would be Thursdays. So I am switching to Wednesdays so that I can still stream for y'all and then go from there. So, alright. Deck is done. We're at 10 health points. He's at 15. While Strife is attacking you, he gets plus attack where X is the number of cards of the most common type in your hand. That's interesting, but he starts with 0 attack. So, alright. It says put the Hope Summers into play under the first player's control. Reveal Strife's Grasp, which is this one. So I have to deal with this because it's got that hazard icon on it. Alright. Hinder 6. Jeez. Think Hinder applies to its specific. And alright. You should know these things. I thought Hinder, by no insight, impacts the main scheme, so. Okay. On that card. Okay, sounds good. So the Hinder applies to Strife himself. Okay. Bloop. I'm going to check this text. Oh no. Okay. There we go. Alright. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Alright. I have to make sure when I'm recording, I just mute my phone. No big deal. Okay. So, Hinder 6. So we're at 10. The red on here to start off with. Alright. See here, or move that out of the way. Alright. Right a little more to give us a little more space. Put that up here. We draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Do we want to let go of any of these and hold on to some? Magneto's armor is really good. Holding on to the energy for sure. Caliban and Pixie are both great, as well as Cyclops. These are all really fun cards. But to get to Strife, and hold on to Children of the Atom, because I feel like that's going to be helpful. And then Pixie will discard Cyclops and Caliban. And draw 2 more cards. Triage and Metal Shards. Okay. Alright, so I think the first thing we're going to do, we'll go ahead and spend the energy, and we'll get Magneto's armor down. Because of the magnetic pull, I think it'll be helpful in that regard. Go ahead and flip up. Because it says, after you resolve your magnetic pull ability, if you discard at least one of the following icons, you get +1 of those items, which I think is actually going to be super nice to really pay attention to, because that also boosts up hope as well. So, which would mean I'm swinging for 6 right off the bat. Or just thwarting for 6 right off the bat. Let's see. Hope Summers can only attack Strife and can thwart only this scheme. After Strife is defeated or the last threat is removed from the scheme, flip this card and reveal the living bomb. Place any threat here on the living bomb. Okay. So we've got some choices we got to make. Do we want to attack him or clear threat? I wonder if clearing threat's going to be a better option. I'm going to be able to do both. Let's see what living bomb is before we decide to make some choices, right? It says Strife cannot be defeated. So either I'll end up with 13 threat, or I can end up with... Interesting. That's some wild stuff. What happens at the second one? Okay, so he's a psionic attachment. Plus, he can't be defeated. Right now, he's not that scary. After resolving one of the villain phase, each player places X threat here, where X is the number of cards of the most common type in their hand. Each player may discard 1 card from their hand before calculating. That's wild. Okay. So, we will go to Magnetic Pool. We got Digging Deep. And Magneto's Cape. Discard a wild, so I'm going to take that as all 3 are available to me now. to the end of the round. That's great. Okay. Wonderful. And then, of course, the lightning for sure. So we for sure have that +1 defense. Changes my choices up here a little bit because I really like the magnetic cape. I think that's going to be super helpful. So I won't be able to do that if I do that. So I think I'll hold on to the magnetic cape for now. We're going to spend a Digging Deep, Children of the Atom, and Triage. And then we'll put metal shards here in a minute. Alright. So we've got an attack of 6 right now. I've got to remove the threat either way. Is there a certain amount of turns that I have to deal with this nonsense here? And what happens if I go up 2A? So, I think what I'm going to end up doing here is I am going to go ahead and get that cape down. We'll spend a Digging Deep and Triage to get Magneto's cape down. Then we are going to hold on to metal shards. Do we spend Pixie to get Children of the Atom? So it'll take a while to get Pixie back. So, but then that makes things better for me in the long term. I think we play Pixie to get Children of the Atom down. And then I think we'll play it safe and we will thwart for 6 to get this down to 4. I forgot that I have new items as well. My beautiful wife made me some ready tokens, so try those out today. Holding on to metal shards. I think that's everything I can do, so we'll ready everybody back up. Drop to our hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Asteroid M, Phoenix, Utopia, Noble Sacrifice, Metal Shards. Okay. We will then focus on what we need to do next. So the threat is going to go up. By 2, because that's the most I have of leadership. I can't deal with that threat until I deal with this threat here. Strife will then attack me. The defensive 3 right now. Okay, I think I will exhaust Magneto. Defend for 3. Use it swinging for 2, 3. Awesome, so I took no damage. And I will get an encounter card, which is Mutant Insurrection. Assaults. Basic thwarts against this scheme can use attack instead. Awesome, that sounds good. Each minion gains toughness. Alright, that's annoying. Morning, Twister. Hello, I'm here. Gonna lurk for a few minutes. Sounds good, buddy. Welcome on in. Alright. Each minion gains toughness. When revealed, place 2 additional threat here for each Mutant Liberation Front character in play. If no additional threat is placed this way, this card gains Surge. Of course it does. Alright. So we get 3 there. It gains Surge. Oh no. Old Grievances. Okay. Force response. I have not drawn this card yet, which is wild. So, after you use your Magnetic Pool ability, place 1 damage for each card discarded by it. Ooh. Or alter ego action. Exhaust Eric Lyncher and discard Old Grievances. Okay. So that's fine. We're just going to have to flip down. I think we'll be okay if we do so. So we have to deal with that. It's my turn, though. I think what I'm going to do, which feels like it's going to be fun to me, cool. Really would like to get a double or some more resources. So, I think okay. We're going to Magnetic Pool. We got a Master of Magnetism. Alright. Sweet. Which, when we do that, we ready Magneto and exhaust his cape. We've got a lightning and a mental, so we've got +1 thwart. Nice. And +1 defense, which is good. Okay, and we got a lot we can do here. So, first things first, we're going to spend Master of Magnetism to get Utopia down. And now I got to be conscious of how we're playing cards here, because what we do next is going to impact the rest of this section here. So Hope is going to remove 3 threat from here. Magneto's going to clear the threat on here. We're then going to spend Metal Shards, and we'll sacrifice an Asteroid M to play Phoenix. After an X-Men ally enters play, exhaust Utopia. And ready an X-Men ally, ready an X-Men character, so we'll ready Magneto. After Phoenix enters play, choose an X-Men ally, ready that ally, and heal 1 damage from it. So, Hope Summers. Awesome. So we've got that all squared away there. Now she's ready. We got lots of different fun things. We're going to exhaust Phoenix to have her clear off Strife's grasp here. Flips this down. We're going to put 3 on here. Strife cannot be defeated. Once we beat this, it's going to move on to the next scheme. So I don't know what's coming up next. I think that's kind of fun. I think we're going to just give it a shot. I've not seen anybody play Strife, so we're going to go ahead and have Hope clear off this scheme. So it's out of the way. It's in the victory display now. Advance the main scheme to 2A. This effect cannot be canceled. Alright. So, let's see what happens when that happens. It just doesn't even have anything special that goes on here, so I will leave Hope to finish the job of killing you all. Strife laughs. I have work to do bringing about the apocalypse. Oh, snap. Okay. Strife games stalwart, so he can't be confused or... I think he just can't... he can't be confused or stunned, which is fine. Each identity gets +2 hand size. Increase the resource cost to play each player card by 1. Oh, okay, that's annoying. So each card goes up by 1. Plus... Wow, okay. Oh, I should have taken some damage. It's okay. We'll mark that down now. We're going to flip down. Exhaust Eric Lyncher to... What does it do? To discard old grievances. So it's something that can come back. You don't remove it from the game. It just gets discarded. That's kind of interesting. Alright. But when I flip down, you also shuffle in the top 3 cards of your deck. Or discard pile. So these top 3, I wish I had thought better, and I would have had Master of Magnetism in there, but no big deal. That was kind of a fun... That was very fun. We actually got a lot done. I feel like we accomplished a lot. But Strife will be swinging for a lot more because of my larger hand size. But he's not scheming for very much. So if we can keep our threat down, I think we should be okay. Just gotta be conscious of that. And then just hope that we hit him hard and fast. Okay. So we're drawing up to hand size of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh. Okay. We got a Power of Leadership. We got a Squared Off. We got a Gambit. We got a White Queen. We got a Marrow. We got a Wrapped in Metal. We got an Electromagnetic Blast. And we got a Magnetic Missile. That is awesome. Okay. Strife is going to scheme for 1. Oh, it's going to go up by 1, I guess. We'll ready everybody back up. Strife is going to scheme for 1 plus a boost. So 1, 4. Okay, so we're at 5 now. We get an encounter card. Tempo. While Tempo is engaged with you, you get +1 hand size. Okay. After Tempo activates against you, discard cards equal from the top of your deck equal to twice the number of cards in your hand. So we'll put Tempo up here so we just know we have a villain to deal with. That's interesting. Okay. Alright. First thing he's going to do, we'll flip Eric back up. Do we want to heal? Might as well heal. So we recover for 3. You get all the way back up to 10. We'll flip Magneto back up. We will then use Magnetic Pull, because we might as well do that right off the bat. Alright, we get a mental, so we get +1 thwart, +1 attack, +1 thwart, and +1 attack. But we got Magneto's helmet now. Okay. Each player card by 1. Okay, so each player card costs 1 more to play. That's fine. Trying to make some good decisions here. So we have a lot we can do. Man, we want to get Magneto's helmet down. That's going to cost me 4. Okay. Here's what we are going to do. We're going to spend a power of leadership to play squared off. Discard cards from the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion into play, engage with you. Awesome. So that would put her at 2. I'm going to take a point of damage for every character I control, because that is interesting. So, I can't remove threat while she is out, though. No big deal. Tempo's got a lot going on for her there that could increase just encounter card problems. Strobe is just annoying. I think I could get rid of Strobe pretty easily. We have +1 thwart and +1 attack. Okay, so but we played squared off. Now we get to play an ally, reducing its cost by 3. We'll spend a white queen to get Gambit into play. I'm going to look at the top 3 cards of the deck, encounter deck. 1, 2, 3. That's kind of annoying. Alright, we'll put 0 underneath him. At the very least, he can be helpful. So. Alright. Very cool. But when a X-Men ally enters play... Oh, shoot. I actually should have already readied Magneto because of the cape. So, before I played Gambit down, I would have used one of the X-Men characters. So Magneto will attack Strobe for 3. And then Gambit would come in and finish off Strobe. And we would have readied Magneto. Okay. Strife is interesting. I'm not sure how I feel yet. We're going to exhaust Summers. to remove 3 threat, and then we will kill Phoenix to remove the last threat off of this main scheme there. Gambit should be exhausted and have 1 thing on him. Huh. I think we're going to use these. Yep. We're going to use these 3 to play Wrapped in Metal on tempo, holding on to Magnetic Missile. Because I think that's going to be our wisest decision there. I think Strife is pretty interesting. It's a different type of game. It's my first time facing him. I'm kind of worried that I went down to 2A too quickly. But we're building, so I think we should be able to do okay. At least we've got some things going for us here. Magneto's still ready. Magneto didn't have to thwart anything. We don't have to worry about tempo anymore because she's wrapped in metal. I think I'm going to pop that to do 3 damage to Strife. And we'll start the ticking time clock of trying to knock him down. So he's at 15. Surprised you discarded the helmet? Yeah. I felt like dealing with tempo was going to be a better option for me here. So, I could be wrong. We'll find out. I've done that a couple times where I'm like, we're getting rid of the helmet just for stuff. So, but every plays a little bit different, right? So we're going to keep Magnetic Missile here. We draw 2 more cards, so we're at 1, 2, 3. That's a good one. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. You got a Med Lab, Squared Off, X-23, X-Jet, Magnetic Bubble, Digging Deep, and Magnetic Missile. Kind of like the idea of trying to get X-23 down to start doing some attacking. So. And with Utopia and Children of the Atom, we can ready some people and get some other things done too. So we'll ready everybody back up. All right. And it is now the villain's turn. So the scheme goes up by 1. Strife is going to swing at me. I have a defensive 2 right now. The defender just take the hit. He's swinging at me for at least 3. I've got to get Magnetic Bubble down. We will go ahead and defend for 2. Why do we just have Gambit? Yeah. We're going to have Gambit defend for us. Strife is swinging for 3. After his activation, resolves, place 1 pursuit counter pursued by the past. So, Gambit dies, and 1 pursuit counter on pursued by the past goes into play. Very for work, so I may not be super responsive, but I'm here on hour. Okay, no worries, man. Appreciate it. Getting ready for work is important stuff. I'll just ask you 1,000 questions, so. Okay. Gambit does die, which is okay. He's a 1/1, so. Which may not have been an option there, but that's okay. Makes me super excited. All right. No worries, buddy. I get it. Getting ready for work is important. I appreciate you hanging out and lurking and stuff. All right. Oh man, I'm just having to think through things. So he just attacked. We need to get an encounter card, which is telekinetic wave. When revealed, return an upgrade or support you control to your hand. Strife activates against you. Technically, I control the wrapped in metal. Technically. Return the armor to my hand. And he's attacking me for 3 still. I'm going to go ahead and defend for 2. So he's swinging for 3, 4, 5. So I take 3 points of damage. We're down to 6. Okay. Now we have an extra card in our hand. That is my turn. We will magnetic pull. Nice. Electromagnetic blast. Okay. So I have to pay that close attention because we don't have the cape down. Let's spin a Digging Deep and Electromagnetic Blast to do one of the most fun things and play Magnetic Missile. Which would discard Wrapped in Metal and Tempo and give Strife 5 damage. Putting Strife at 7. I did do Magnetic Pull, so that does ready that because I can exhaust my cape. Just before I make any other choices here. Excuse me. The thing costing 1 more is frustrating. So I mean, she's going to attack Strife for 2. She might as well. Get him down to 5. Magneto's going to attack for 2. will then spend Magnetic Bubble to play Squared Off. Which brings in the Samurai. Force response after Samurai attacks, you place one charge counter here. Choose one. Take damage equal to the number of charge counters on Samurai. Discard one card you control with a printed cost equal to or greater than the number of charge counters on Samurai. Interesting. Okay. And we will put X-23 into play. Using MedLab. So it has us hold on to the armor and the X-Jet. Alright. Because she's an X-Men, it readies Magneto. X-23 is going to attack Strife. Defeating him. And putting him at 17. That readies X-23. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a wild turn. Okay. Each player discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a psionic attachment and reveals that card. Alright. Now we're safe. It's not a sonic attachment, it's a sonic treachery. Attached. Ooh, okay. Attached to your identity. Attacked and thwarted this phase. Discard this card. Wow. Okay. Huh. She technically could do. We could just thwart. But we're not gonna. So we'll have Magneto attack Samurai for 2. Oh, attack Samurai for 1 because of this silly thing. Okay, so that actually does change how I'm going to approach this, which is fine. If that's the case. We're going to thwart for 2 to go ahead and clear off the threat and get rid of this attachment. And X-23 will attack Strife for 3. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and flip down. We will send Squared Off, MedLab, and Magnetic Bubble back into the deck. Bless you. literally, we only have 14 health we have left to deal with. No threats currently. Of course, you could get 8 threat without warning. I've held on to these two. Do we want to let go one of them? And hold on to them both. And we're going to draw up to our hand size, which is now 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right before I said bless you, Elliot sneezed. That's awesome. My wife just sneezed, so cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, get plenty of resources in our hands, which is nice. I think we still got one digging deep in our discard pile, which is really good. We'll ready everybody back up. Okay. Sweet. So then this goes up by 1. Strife is going to scheme. Morning, Jacob. How are you? Welcome on in, buddy. Schemes for 1, 2, 3. This goes to 4. And then Samurai is going to scheme and goes up to 5. Okay. We made it through. Encounter card. Alright. Attach your identity. So you have to thwart an attack to get it clear, which is totally possible with Eric Lencher. It just makes it annoying, but not a big deal. Alright. How you doing, Jacob? Okay. It's my turn. We are oh my gosh. Do I have that card? That would be great. I do not have that card. I think they're both in my discard pile. Alright. I'm alive. I had a crick in my neck since last Friday and it doesn't want to go away. Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. That is super rough. Flipping up. Right now we're 1-on-1, and that leaves Hope with 1-on-1, so we don't want to do that. Alright, let's electromagnetic pull. No, we need to do something. So we can ready first. So either we attack for 1 or we thwart for 1. Magneto. I think we will thwart for 1 for now. Yeah. And ready back up. Because we're going to do our electromagnetic pool. We got digging deep. And an asteroid M. Okay. Do I have an attack card in here? I do not have an attack card right now. So choices, man. Having to think and really think through these choices. I think what I'm going to have to do first we're going to attack Strife for 1 with Magneto. So we get this cleared off. Which opens up Hope Summers. We're going to spend a Genius and a Digging Deep to play a Team Training, which each ally you control gets +1 hit points. We're going to attack Samurai with Hope for 2. And then we're going to attack Samurai with X-23 to kill him off, which readies X-23, who will then attack for another 3 on Strife, bringing him down to 10. That does kill off X-23. But she put in a lot of work, so I am appreciative of that. We're going to spend a Master of Magnetism, Def Focus, and an Asteroid M to get Magnetic Bubble on the table. So now we have a Retaliate 1, plus we can take up to 6 damage. So and I can't buy anything else right now. So we will can't do anything else. I don't have any other allies to play, so we will ready everything back up and drop to our hand size. I think I'm going to let go of the X-Jet, which sounds wild, right? But I need to see what else I can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got no shards. 6, 7, and a Magnetic Missile. Okay. Yeah. She's excited to see you. All right. And we're back. Well, sorry about the cricket night. We missed you last night, Jacob. Wish you could have come, buddy. All right, we're going to hope that we don't get 4 more threat. I didn't think about that, but we should be fine. Strife is going to attack for, or we're going to go up by 1 to 5, so we really hope we don't get 3 more threat. Strife is going to attack for 1. For 5 plus a boost, I am going to go and defend. Why? He's already attacking for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just let the bubble take the whole damage here. Yeah, because there would have been 3 more on top of that. So we don't get to retaliate, but we do survive because of the bubble, which is wild. If he attacked for 5, 6, 7, 8, I would have reduced it by 2 and I only had 6. That would have been crazy. We're going to take a encounter card here. When revealed, choose a card type, then discard each card from your hand with that is not that type. Ooh. Oh gosh. Wow, this is about to be game, I think. This is crazy. I don't have any way to deal with this treachery to prevent it from happening. Wow. Okay. I think we're going to choose a vent. So hold on to both those. Discard our entire hand here. 1, 2, 3. That's game. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 4 vents. This goes up to 9. And that loses us the game. Wow. Okay. But it was not a bad game. We got down to 10 health points. So I had a lot of fun with Magneto. I think I learned a lot about Strife himself. And now it gives us an opportunity to try new things. So, we lost. That's okay. That's part of the game. And I learned how to play Strife better. I think I learned more about Strife as a villain, which is pretty cool. And this gives me opportunities to try characters that I haven't had a chance to try yet. So, I think I'm good. I'm content with how this ended. And some of y'all might be looking at me going, what? But, I cannot say that, like, I'm mad, because I'm not. I think I ended up doing pretty well here. I think that, we ended up doing pretty well here. So, none of my mods are here. It's kind of weird. Oh, my phone's trying to Bluetooth to my... Oh, cool. Car. So that's something I gotta pay attention to, too. Turning off my Bluetooth. Alright, hold on a second. All right, there we go. Got the camera back on. Now the hard part, right? Give it a second to recalibrate everything, and we'll go from there. So, oh man, okay. What are you doing, phone? There we go. All right. It's not a bad way to spend the morning. I am not disappointed. I think I've enjoyed Magneto quite a bit. We're gonna lose this game sometimes, and I think that's the beauty of the game is that you don't always win. I don't really want to face Strife again right now. I think I want to see some new stuff. I've got so many other things going out there. So many other things. I've got so many other characters and villains I want to try. That we're just gonna do that. So, all right. Let's break stuff down, man. I think that was a good time. That was definitely interesting. I think I focus a lot on the. What are you doing? I focus a lot on trying to dividing cards out now, right? Focus a lot on trying to get the enemy defeated. That my main problem that I usually run into is not taking care of threat as well as I should. On top of that, this was a real learning experience for me too, because I learned a lot about just leadership. I haven't played leadership really before, and so it gave me that opportunity to do that. Fear Magneto. All right. What we can do is we're going to put Strife away because I'll probably come back and play Strife another time, but we'll try out some other villains and heroes. What we can do is play some rivals, or we can just chit chat and talk while I figure out what I want to do next for stream. So I'm going to do a small bathroom break, and I'll be right back. Quite rude, if you ask me. If Earth Twister did not say hello back to you, young Jacob. Okay. Of course, I'd draw. Like, I lose the threat. Like, if he had not schemed, I would have won the game. I mean, there's no doubt about it. So, it's literally just card draw. Not a lack of skill. Actually, I said hello first. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. What do you guys think I should try next? I've got a lot of new heroes. I've got a lot of new villains. What do you guys recommend? I will be making a YouTube video here soon. And by the way, if you guys aren't following Earth Twister, check him out. He does a channel for Minecraft, but he also does a channel for Marvel Champions. And his Marvel Champion stuff is pretty fire, so I would definitely recommend it. But what would you guys recommend for my next battle, my next character to try? I'm going to be working on a Ghost Spider video here soon. So that should be something you should be watching out for. Domino. Interesting. I've yet to try Domino, actually. How did you know that? I thought Strife was a lot of fun. I think it would be interesting to try him more in a group fight than a one-on-one fight like I just did. I think leadership as well is just something I need to keep working on in the long term. So, if you want me to try Domino, I'm down. You love Domino? That's fair. It's Heroes, I think. This is them. Okay. Yep. What aspect would you recommend for Domino? Insurrection. Because part of me's like, let's do Justice. I haven't played Justice in a while. First time Justice or Aggression. Haven't tried her in Protection or Leadership. Okay. We will try Justice then. Let's see if I can even get her set up before I have to end stream this morning because I've got to go to work, but we can at least get some of the ideas and thoughts being put together. So. Oh, shoot. I forgot to put Hope Summers away. If you have Children of the Atom, Gunboat, Diplomacy is a fantastic card. Ooh. That's fair. I need to do Gunboat, and that works well in her kit then, I bet. Thank you guys all who are lurking, by the way. I do appreciate and love you all. If you happen to have Amazon Prime, don't be afraid, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel on the Twitch. I would appreciate it. It costs you nothing. It costs Amazon $5. Really about $2.50. So, and it costs you nothing more than you're already paying. So, Do not fret, my friends. Let's want to build into your pose trait. Gotcha. I'll probably lean on X-Force a little bit. You know, I played so many games with Magneto, and never once got triggered by Pursued by the Past, so didn't deal with any of his Nemesis stuff. It's pretty crazy to think about. We're recording tomorrow? That is a great question. I think we just need to ask that in the text, because I'm down for recording tomorrow. I'm not heard back from Ben. So, if you want to reach out to Levi Lewis, I'd greatly appreciate it. I forgot to ask him last night at small group. We were so excited about Brahms, we just didn't. So, alright, Professor X, we're going to keep out anyways. Beak, I'm going to keep sleeved. Just keep him over here. Beast. It's an ally. Let's really divide this out. Move Pursuit by the Past over here. Event. I like Magneto a lot. He's a lot of fun. I think I'm ready to try somebody new for sure. Are you free to record tomorrow? I think is the better question. I think your question is probably, do you want to get up early in the morning to do said recording? X23, my X-Jet's going to stay sleeved up. And if we're going to use Children of Adam, I might as well just put it over there. Depth focus. I need to see if she needs depth focus, so it's a good question. Digging Deep, I know, is part of her kits. The Genius is part of her kit. Angel. I never even played Angel. This whole time I had him. Didn't use him once. Power leadership. Gambit, I like Gambit a lot. So it's a gamble to play Gambit. So sometimes I'm like, yes, I got like the premium card out of that set for Gambit. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, I just got the little one boost thing. Okay, cool. Well, Gambit can just die then, you know? It is interesting. Marrow. I like Marrow a lot more than I thought. Didn't get the chance to use her as much in Magneto because of other characters being played. Definitely going to try White Queen more. I didn't really get to, like, be confused or anything. I don't think they did much of that in this past two missions, at least. Team building exercise. Pixie was a lot of fun. I had a point where I was using Pixie and MedLab at the same time and I was cycling through stuff. It's pretty wild. Gambit is a gamble, absolutely. Totally worth the time though. Triage, it just needs to stay sleeved because eventually you're going to be more helpful than not. Cyclops. Hate Cyclops with a passion. As a character, this is such a good card. For leadership, if you're learning leadership, run Cyclops. Probably one of the most fantastic cards in leadership. She's good for getting rid of toughs on enemies. Who, Pixie? 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. White Queen. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. It's a very good point. And clearing a tough is never a bad deal. So. So I think I'm going to move out of the campaign runs on stream. I think what I'm going to start doing now, I've done a couple campaigns, and that's kind of cool. I think what I'm going to do is just have a couple villains sleeved up, have a couple heroes ready to go, and try to run 2 separate types of decks per stream. So that way we can kind of do just, if I lose, cool, I jump into the next thing pretty quickly. Or if we win, then same thing. So that way I can try a couple different heroes and different things going on, get some different ideas moving and churning and all that fun stuff. So, but I had a lot of fun just testing out Magneto in general. So, all right. We need to clear this desk space off some. That sounds like a good plan. Yeah. We are, when I say we, me and my friends in person are going to play the Sinister Motives campaign, which I'm pretty excited about. So that'll be happening later this month. So I'm going to need to figure out what kind of deck I want to play for that too. Because Sinister Motives is going to be pretty cool. Thanks. Have you played that campaign yet? That's funny. I hear a lot of people say the opposite online. They say Mysterio is a lot of fun. But a lot of people don't like Venom Goblin. If I'm in here, I might as well go ahead and pull her out. You know, I've had Doctor Strange for almost a year now, and I've yet to play him. I've used a lot of the cards from his deck, but I've not played him specifically. You played all the campaigns? Oh, wow. Look at you. Mr. Fancy Pants. Have you played all the heroes yet? watch some of the Warriors Fanatics plays on Venom Goblin. You can learn quite a bit. That's fair. I'm interested in going in blind a little bit. I'll probably end up watching some. I think when we start playing the campaign, we're only going to be able to get to the villains done. Because it's a 4-player game we're going to do. So, we will have to see. How far I'm able to get. For those of you that are lurking or you're watching this video later, we will be starting a new podcast here soon, focusing solely on allies. Okay. Bye-bye. So, if you're interested in that, be sure to be watching us for that. Come to join my my Discord and check that out. So I'm definitely posting about it on there. Should I keep Utopia sleeved? No, right now. I'm just not worried about it. Def Focus. Do you have a lot of superpower cards, Domino, that I need to be worried about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Alright. We will run Def Focus. Keep Utopia sleeve for now. Come back to that. Okay. Oh no, I did not put that away with Magneto. But I'm pretty excited about it. Talking about allies, I think it'll be a good time. I think it'll be something a little bit different. I think it'll give people a chance to kind of give feedbacks and thoughts on some allies. But I also want to give some history on who these allies are. It's not just a, let's talk about the cards. Like, who are these characters? So, really looking forward to getting the Magneto divider whenever they decide they're going to print those or get those made. I'd like to have that sooner than later. Gotta go, heading to work. Sounds good. Have a good day, Twister. Thanks so much for hanging out. Appreciate you, my dude. Oh, man. I know this is probably not the most stimulating watch putting cards away, but it is what I'm up to right now, so. Those of you that are lurking and wanting to head out, I totally get it. And this will probably be the last thing I'm doing today. So no disappointment. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, K, L, M, N, O, P. If you guys are like, man, I'm out. So, I get it. Do. Next time, won't you sing with me? But I do appreciate y'all coming and check things out and lurking and all those fun things too. Essentially, I'm just putting all the cards away at this point. We will keep a couple cards busted out, and I will work on building a domino deck. Maybe off, well, not maybe off stream, definitely off stream, and we will go from there. So. Unless you guys want to watch me build the deck, then I will need to know that. Leave it in the comments below so I can see those later. A lot of ways to play leadership that I need to check out too. This was just a very interesting, broad understanding of it. I think I want to try some different stuff. I definitely want to make a sidekick deck with X23 at some point. I think that would be a fun one to do. At least I hear good things about it, you know? People seem to really like it. Okay. I'm excited for all the spy stuff coming out too. I think it makes for an interesting type of game. Let's see how that all plays out. Resources. Power of leadership. I should probably ran like call for backup and a couple other things. I didn't run a lot of the new like things on it, so something to consider. Okay, now this is bothering me. Here we go. There we go. All right. Well, sweet. We get all our cards put away. At least that we are not going to use. We know that we're going to build a Justice deck for Domino, so that'll be something that's going to be coming up here soon. Kind of excited to see how this all plays out. She's got a couple of things to look at. So I'm going to read through her cards, see how I feel, and then we will go from there. This jackpot card looks interesting. And then I'll try to build a Justice deck centered around some good stuff. So Cool. But I do appreciate y'all hanging out. Today was fun. I had a good time. Hope you guys did as well. I'm looking forward to what's coming up next. Trying out a new hero. Trying out some new stuff. Be watching for some YouTube videos. I'm going to make an adjustment on the screen here for those types of things. But we will go from there. So, appreciate you guys a lot. As always, my name is Jason Sketch. You guys are wonderful. Next time, I'll be deadly serious next time. Peace.